Events and promotions giant Toni Shelton talks tiny house living in Los Angeles.
I was watching that show, HGTV, Tiny Houses, for so long, and something just came over me and said, you know what, I want my own tiny house. And my kids like, Mom, stop playing. And I just started calling around, doing a little research, looking at builders in different states, and I actually saw a show. I remember the builder's name, so I researched and I found him. Timbercraft Houses, they built it for me, and he was in Alabama. And when I called him, I said, you know, can you build me a tiny house? He kind of chuckled because he didn't believe me. He was like, well, if you send some money, a deposit, you know, I can get started in about 6 months. I was so involved in the whole process from one piece of wood. I got everything he did was photograph, videotape. He didn't do anything without showing me first. And I'm not even in Alabama, I'm in Los Angeles. So before he did anything, he would send me the color choices. We put everything in there we needed. So that made it easier. Washer, dryer, stove, oven, fridge. You have all the things that you would have in a big house, except it's compact, it's tiny. So I love it. I love everything close to me. It's really a recreational vehicle. It has the same hookup as an RV, but it's just a tiny house. And people like, oh my God, you know, you can't park this here. And I'm thinking, it's just an RV, it's just built like a house.
And what's Toni's favorite part of her tiny house?
My tiny bedroom. This is my little bedroom right here with all my storage and pillows and a lot of storage space for books or whatever. Painting, that's Michael Cox right there of Chicago. He painted that for me. Born Vein Art. And I love dark wood. I love all the dark wood that's inside of it. And my barn door on the bathroom. That was something different. I guess that's kind of the tomboyish hippie in me. You know, I wanted a barn door. I don't know why, but I love my barn door. It's beautiful. There's a queen size bed you can put up here and maybe a twin size bed so it can sleep maybe 3 to 4 people upstairs.
Could tiny houses be the solution for homelessness in the community?
I think it's a great idea because you can build a tiny house yourself. You know, you can build a tiny house with just some wood, and it doesn't have to be as big as this one, but you can build a tiny house for a couple $1,000s, you know, and the homeless can help you build it. You don't really need a whole lot to build it. You don't have to get fancy dancy with it. I'm in love.